Shri Matre Namaha Guru Kataksham Ambaladakram Paripurnam. Welcome to this fifth part video, the series of Mantra Matrika Pushpamalastavam. I have completed till the stanza number 11. So if you want to go and understand deeper about what is Mantra Matrika Pushpamalastavam and each stanza and learn the deeper meaning and learn to chant this Mantra Matrika Pushpamalastavam, which is going to be a Manasika Puja, which is offering the Shodashopachara Puja in your mind mentally. So this is a powerful stotram composed by Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. In this video, I'm going to start from 12th stanza till 17th stanza, and this is the final video part. This Mantra Matrika Pushpamalastavam is for you if you feel because you're not initiated to Sri Vidya, you're not able to chant the Panchadashakshari mantra, the ultimate Sri Vidya mantra. By chanting this Mantra Matrika Pushpamalastavam is equivalent to you chanting the Panchadashakshari mantra. So to understand deeper, go through each and every stanza that I have covered. Let us start with this video where you will learn the remaining part of the Shodashopachara Puja starting from Tambulam. In the previous video series, the fourth part video, I completed at Naivedyams. We offer Naivedyam. So in the Shodashopachara Puja, one of the Upachara is offering Naivedyam. After Naivedyam is you have to offer Tambulam. For anyone who comes to your home, when you offer food, you offer them Tambulam, which is to like mouth fresheners. We offer, right? So that is what we are offering to Ambal as Tambulam. So let us learn this stanza. The stanza starts with the Bijaksharam of Sa. From this stanza starts the third Kuta, which is also called Shakti Kuta of Sri Vidya, the Panchadashakshari mantra. The Panchadashakshari has three Kutas, the first Kuta, second Kuta, and third. So we have covered till second Kuta, and this third Kuta, which is called as Shakti Kuta. In Lalita Sahasranamam, there is one of the Namam, which is Shakti Kutaika Tapanna Katte Dhobhagadharini. Mula Mantratmika. Like that, the verse goes. So this Kuta starts with Shakti. This Bijakshara is part of Shakti Kuta, and in Shakti Kuta, the first Bijakshara is Sa. Satchayirvara ketaki dalarucha tambula valli dalaihi Pugair bhuri gunai sugandhi madhuraihi Karpura khandu jvalaihi मुक्ताचूर्ण विराजितैर्बहुविधैर् त्राम्बुजामोदनैः पूर्णारत्नकलाचिका तव मुदे न्यस्ता पुरस्तादु मे. So it starts with Sa. Satchaihi varaketaki dalaruchaihi. So Satcha is the fresh. Varaketaki dalaruchaihi. Ketaki dala is the sacred Ketaki. It's a form of a herb. A form of a flower, Ketaki Dala, which is that flower's petal. Dala is a petal, the flower's petal. Tambula Valli Dalaihi. Valli Dala, Tambula Valli Dala is the beetle leaves. Pugaihi is the aracanut, beetle nuts. Buri Gunaihi, which means it has various qualities, that excellent qualities which is there in the Valli Dalanda. You know, the aracanut, the beetle nut. Sugandhi madhuraihi. Madhura is sweet, Sugandha is fragrant, so fragrant and sweetness. Karpura khando jvalahi. Karpura khanda ujvala, which means the karpura, pachakarpuram, which is glowing, ujvalaihi. Mukta churna virajitaihi, which means churna is the powdered pearls. Bahuvidhaihi, which means various kinds of Vaktra ambuja moditaihi. Vaktra ambuja amoditaihi, which means with substances that creates that delight. Her mouth, which is, after when you are, cherishing this tambulam, you feel delighted. Purna, which means completely. Ratna kalachika, which means a small studded box. Tava, for you. Mude, to please, to give you the joy and pleasure. Nyasta is offered. Purastat is placed. I'm placing this before you. Ume, Purastad Ume, which means Purastat Ume. Ume is Mata Lalitambika. After chewing the stambulam, her it's her face is like it's glowing. Yeah, so that is what we need to visualize Mata Lalitambika. We are saying, I'm offering you in front of Ambal. After offering the food, you are keeping a gem-studded box in front of Ambal. In that box, when you open, there is betel net, there is betel leaves, the tambulam, various fragrant, powdered fragrant mouth fresheners inside that divine box, which is glowing with that ketaki petals. If you look at these fragrant ingredients, they are not just random ingredient. They are perfect balance of sweetness, cooling energy, just like Ambal, who balances when the beetle leaf along with beetle nut with that lime, when you chew it, your mouth, your lips become crimson red color. So imagine, visualize Ambal's mouth is after chewing this, where Ambal's lips are of crimson red color. So that's what Tambula Puritamukhi in one of the Namam of Lalita Sahasranamam, describing her divine face glowing after chewing the Tambulam with fragrance radiating. Yeah. Then comes Karpura Vatika, again in Lalita Sahasranamam, sacred blend of saffron, cardamom, clove, karpuram, kasturi, nutmeg, and crystal sugar. When these are finely powdered and placed on that beetle leaf, the fragrance becomes very powerful. So the tambulam here is not only for her, Amba's mouth, it is for the purification of one's own speech, taste, the breath, and that expression. Because there is one beautiful story of Mukakavi in Kanchipuram Kamakshi Amman temple. There was a small boy who was deaf and dumb. But he used to visit Kamakshi temple every single day and immerse himself in seeing Ambal and experiencing Ambal, because he was able to see Ambal in front of him every single day. One such day, Ambal offered Mukakavi her tambulam. The tambulam that she was chewing, she just offered to Mukakavi. And after he chewed that, he was able to compose the powerful Muka Panchashati on Mata Kamakshi. That is the power of Tambulam, which means a person who don't know anything can become a powerful person in terms of having that Vakshuddhi and Vaksiddhi. And later on, this boy became one of the Acharyas of Kamakoti Peetham in Kanchipuram, Shankaramatam. This Muka Panchashati is considered a very powerful scripture, which is actually, I can say, it can be considered as foundation for Sri Vidya. So at this stage of offering Manasika Puja to Mata Lalitambika, offering Tambulam, it's a state of sadhana where you're not just offering that object, but you're offering your senses, your speech, your desire, your breath, your expression into Amba's hand. The tambulam is placed purastha, directly before her, meaning nothing is hidden, nothing is held back, everything is surrendered openly to Mata Lalitambika. So this is offering tambulam, which is the next upachara to Mata Lalitambika. Let us move on to the 13th stanza. Kanyabhikamaniya kanti biralankaramalaratika Patre mauktika chitra pankti vilasat karpura deepalibhi Tattattala mridanga geeta sahitam nrityat padambhoruham Mantrarardhana purvakam suvihitam nirajanam grihyatam. This 13th stanza starts with the Bijaksharam, the second Bijaksharam in the Shakti Kuta. So now moving on to the next Upachara, which is to offer Karpura Arati to Mata Lalitambika. Let us understand each word and then let us understand the deeper meaning of this 13th stanza of Mantra Matrika Pushpamala Stavam. It says Kanyabhihi, which means young girls. Kamaniya Kantibhi, who are so beautiful and radiant. Alankara Mala Arartika Patre, which means on a pure Aarti plate. Mauktika Chitra Pankita Vilasat, which means which is decorated with pearls. Karpura Deepalibihi. So, which is a series of Karpurali, which means camphor lamps. Lamps where the camphor is being lit. Tattat Tala Mridanga Gita Sahita, which means which is accompanied by Mridangam, the rhythmic beat. Tala is rhythmic beat. Mridangam is one of the instrument. And Gita Sahitam, which means along with songs. Mantra Ardhana Purvakam, performed after chanting the mantras. Suvihitam, according to, the mantras have been chanted according to the sacred system, sacred tradition. Nirajanam grihyatam. By offering this, I am offering you this Nirajanam, which is the Arati, grihyatam, kindly accept. So, after the Tambulam, now we are moving towards offering the Karpura Arati, which is called as Nirajanam. If you look at the Karpura Arati, the Karpuram completely burns without any residue. It completely burns. Which means offering Karpura Arati is to completely burn away the ego without leaving behind any identity or attachment. So here it is a silent offering where we are overcoming, dissolving our ego like the fire, like the camphor. So there is also Tala, Tatta Tala Mridanga Gita Sahitam. So there is music, there is rhythmic drum which is being played along with Vedic chant which is vibrating through the space. So as you are offering this Karpura Nirajanam to Mata Lalitambika, you are not just offering a Karpura Arati, you are dissolving the ego, you are dissolving the darkness within. Ambal does not need this Arati. This Arati exists only because she is already in everything. The Arati is waved not to reveal her, but to reveal that limitations that we have in our vision. So it is like we saying, Amma, I don't know anything, I cannot see anything. You truly are. So I'm showing this Arati to remind myself that you are the light behind all the lights. So illuminate me from within. Show me the path from within. In Lalita Sahasranamam, there is one Namam which says Paranjyoti. She is Paramjyoti. Paramjyoti, she is the ultimate, supreme light. That light which is not the physical light. It is the light of awareness. The awareness, the Shakti, because of which you can see, you can think, you can understand, you can remember, you can, do anything. So, during this Karpura Nirajanam, we begin to understand this truth that the light within, she is the Paranjyoti within, who is eternal. Yeah. So, for that moment, when you are doing this Karpura Arati, you are becoming aware about that light which is there is not separate from the light which you are seeing in the form of flame. That is the reason, if you look at it, our ritual, all the rituals is completed with the Arati. Because after this, there is nothing more needed to be done. Here it is because you are realizing that light is within you. So this is the 13th stanza. Moving on to the 14th stanza. Lakshmir Mauktika Laksha Kalpitasi Chatram tu Tatterasat Indrani Charatischa Chamaravari Dhatte Swayam Bharati Veenamena Vilochana Sumanasam Nrityanti Tadragavat Bhavairangika Satvikai Sputarasam Matastada Karnyatam. So this 14th stanza start with the next Bijaksharam La. So Lakshmi, which is Mata Lakshmi, Mauktika Laksha Kalpita Sita Chatram, which means a pure white. Chatram is the umbrella. Mata Lakshmi is having a Chatram, which is the umbrella, and she is offering it with rasat, with utmost delight, lovingly. Indrani is goddess Indrani, who is consort of Lord Indra. Cha Rati. Rati is again consort of Manmata. And Cha Chamare, which means Chamara is again excellent royal Chamara, which is also like the fan. Dhatte. And then there is holding. Dhatte is the one who is holding Swayam Bharati. Bharati is Saraswati. Veenam. Veena is the divine musical instrument. Ena Vilochana. Ena is the deer like eyes. Vilochana is the eyes. Sumanasam. Sumanasam, which means Manasa is the mind. Sumanasa is noble mind. Nrityanti, dancing. Tat Ragavat, which means with their dancing in harmony with the ragas. Angika Satvikaihi, which means through bodily expression. Mataha Tat Akaranyatam, which means Amma, may it be received, may it be heard by you, which means Mata Lakshmi is holding a pure white color umbrella which is made with countless pearls. Indrani and Rati are waving the chamaras. Saraswati is playing the veena, and the celestial damsels who are very beautiful, they have deer-like eyes, are dancing in harmony with the ragas, which with clear expression. And with all this, I am offering you, the song, the music, the dance. Oh Amba, oh Mata, graciously, you kindly hear this and receive all this. Now this, after Shodashopachara Puja, this is Rajopachara. Yeah, the 16 upacharas are Shodashopachara Puja, which we normally do. And the Nrityam, the different kinds of upacharas are done, like Chamaram, Chatram, Chamaram, Andolika, and then Nrityam, Natyam, which means all these are other upacharas which are being offered. Chamara is offering the fan, Chatram is the umbrella, Andolika is a swing, and then there is song has to be sung, and then music, and then dance. All these are extra upacharas, the Rajopacharas which are being. So here goddess Lakshmi is holding the umbrella. So Lakshmi signifies wealth, fortune, materialistic abundance, and she's there standing holding umbrella to Mata Lalitambika, which means all kinds of prosperity will come to you when you surrender to Mata Lalitambika. In Lalita Sahasranama, Ambal is called as Rajarajeshwari, which means she is the empress of all the emperors. So when you worship Mata Lalitambika, the byproduct is growth in your materialistic areas. And then on both the sides of her throne, there is Indrani and Rati who are waving the chamara, which is the fan. Now Indrani, who represents the collective power of all the gods. Indra is the king of all the gods, the Navagrahas. So Indrani represents the Shakti, collective power of the gods. So her presence signifies that every governing power in the universe is subordinate to Mata Lalitambika. So when you worship Mata Lalitambika, Navagraha doshas will not come near you. That is the deeper meaning. And then Rati. Rati is the consort of Manmatha, who symbolizes the desire, the magnetism. So her presence signifies that even the force of the pleasure, the attraction are all servants of Shakti. Yeah. So together Indrani and Rati reveal both authority and power of manifestation and attraction, which is there when you worship Mata Lalitambika. Then there is Mata Saraswati, who is playing the veena. Who is Saraswati here? Saraswati is the vibration of knowledge, intelligence, and who gives you that charisma to have expression. So Mata's veena, which is also called as Kachapi, symbolizes the flow of wisdom, and there are damsels who are dancing to the tune of that veena. And it says that their movement are, with perfect rasas, which means whatever they are doing, the dance along with their expression are aligned, which means there is that internal alignment. So if we look deeper, when you are offering your Manasika Puja and when you worship Mata Lalitambika consistently, Mata Lakshmi will become your capacity to receive abundance without attachment. Mata Saraswati becomes the knowledge, the wisdom, the intelligence that you need for you to achieve that wealth, or for you to achieve that abundance. So Rati becomes the dharmic desire. Indrani becomes that self-mastery, having that inner authority. And the dancing damsels are the emotions that your body is responding rhythmically to that higher consciousness. There is internal alignment of mind-body expression. Thus, you become powerful in becoming magnetic to attract what you want. So this is the inner meaning of the 14th stanza. Let's move on to the 15th stanza. Hrimkaratraya samputena manunopasye traimaulibihi vakye lakshyatano stuti vidho ko vakshametambike sallapah stutayah pradakshina shatam sancharaye vastute संवेशो नमसः सहस्रमखिलं त्वत्प्रीतये kalpatam. Rimkaratraya samputena, which means enclosed with 3 reem bijas. I'll explain in the meaning. Manuna, which means with the sacred mantra, upasehi, you are being worshipped. You are worshipped. Trai maulibihi. Now the crown of 3 Vedas, Trai maulibihi, is the Upanishad. Vakya, through the statements, which is called Mahavakyas. Lakshyatana, which means the Lakshya is the goal or the ultimate realization, which means you are the supreme goal to be realized. Tava, your stuti vidhau, in praising you. Ko vakshame tambike, which means who is truly capable. Amma, Mata, Sallapa, which is all the words that you say, Stutaya, let them become the hymn. Pradakshina Shatam, which means hundreds of circumambulations. Sancharaye Vastute, let all my movements themselves become that circumambulations to you. Samvesha, which means when I'm lying down or resting, when I'm sleeping. Namasta, Namasaha, which means that becomes my namaskarams. Sahasram, which is 1,000. Akhilam, which is all, the entire world. Tvat Pritayi, for your, to please you. Kalpata, may all these be accepted. Now, this stanza starts with the Hri mantra, which means we are completing the Shakti Kuta with this Hri mantra. With this 15th stanza, we come to, as a sadhaka, you come to realize everything is coming from her. What is there without her? What is there left to offer? When she is there within, where is the question of doing the external worship? So this is the moment of where the duality collapses and there is Advaitic, realization of Advaitam. That's the reason there was the Mahavakya mentioned. There are 4 Mahavakyas, where it is about realizing that the divine is there within and is there everywhere, which means I and you are not separate. If you look at Upanishad, they teach not the external rituals, external worship, they teach the formless worship. It is, you have to realize both Saguna, which is form with form worship, Nirguna, formless worship. All worship begins with the Saguna worship, which is the external worship. But as you realize, go deeper and go into the Nirguna worship. So when you realize that Nirguna worship, the entire life itself will become a worship. So here it says, may my speech become your mantra. When I'm resting, when I'm lying, let that become the namaskarams that I'm offering. The moment when I walk, I take a walk around, that becomes the pradakshina that I'm doing, which means everything reflects Ambal, the consciousness, which is Shakti, filled with Shakti. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you know it is the inner vibration that is transforming you. Bhagavad Pada had mentioned in Saundarya Lahari as well. I have done a detailed video of how you can make Shakti part of your life. It says, my walking becomes your pradakshina. So every step that you take, you realize that you're offering your puja, you're worshipping Mata. So in this stanza, the realization is at this point there is no longer a doer who is performing worship. There is no longer a seeker who is seeking for liberation. There is only one self which is dissolved in that divine self. So it's the Hrim mantra. In each kota, it ends with a Hrim mantra. That Hrim mantra is what is enclosed, which is considered as the crown of Vedas, which is Upanishad, which is to realize that Ambal is there within you. You and Ambal are not separate. That is the deeper meaning for all of us to realize. Let us move on to the 16th stanza. श्रीमन्त्राक्षरमालया गिरिसुतां यः पूजये चेतसा सन्ध्यासु प्रतिवासरं सुनियतस्तस्यामलं स्यान्मनः चित्ताम्भोरुहमण्टपे गिरिसुता नृत्तं विधस्ते रसात् वाणी वक्त्रसरोरुहे जलधिजा गेहे जगन्मङ्गला. This 16th stanza reveals what are the benefits of you chanting, why you have to chant, and when you have to chant this mantra Bhadraka Pushpa Malastavam. Shri Mantrakshara Malaya. So by this Mantrakshara Mala, Akshara is the syllables, Mala is the garland. So which means this the Shri Vidya Panchadashakshari, Shri Vidya Panchadashi is the Mala, Girisutam, which means Amba Parvati. So Yah Pujaye Chetasa, which means whoever is worshipping with that in the mind, which means mentally, manasika. Sandhyastu, which means there are three junctions in a day: dawn, noon, and the dusk, which means early morning, which we can say Brahma Muhurta time. Noon is between when morning and afternoon, which means around 12 p.m. and dusk, which means between 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Prativasaram, which means every day. Suniyataha, which means with strict discipline. With so is good discipline. Tasya, of that person. Amalam, purity. Syat, who becomes manaha, which means chittam boruhamantapi, which means in the mind. When you offer this manasika puja every single day, 3 times a day, in your visualizing this in your mind, Girisuta Nrityam Vidatte Rasat, which means Ambal will be dancing with happiness, with delight. Vani, which means Mata Saraswati. Vaktra Saroruhe, which means the face which becomes like lotus. And Jaladhija, which means Mata Lakshmi. Gehe, in the home. Jagat Mangali, the one who brings auspiciousness to the world, which means one who worships Mata Lalitambika with this Shri Mantram mentally every day, 3 times a day, with right discipline in his mind, becomes pure, spotless. And in this mind, when Ambal, Mata Lalitambika, will be dancing with happiness, the person's face will start glowing, and Saraswati and Lakshmi will reside, by which he'll be attracting more auspiciousness and prosperity to him. So this also actually begins with a powerful bija mantra, which is Shreem, actually transforms into Shodashi mantra. This signifies that the sadhaka who has now realized this Shakti, when what begins with Panchadashi completes to Sri Vidya mantra, the Shodashi mantra, which is the mantra of abundance, which is the mantra, which is the integration of Mata Lalitambika, Lakshmi and Saraswati. This means when you start reciting this Mantra Matrika Pushpamala Stavam, you will be becoming a magnetic person. The result is your mind will become pure, which means what is purity here? There will not be karmic residues. There will not be emotional distortions. That is purity. This is the actually most difficult achievement in anybody's life. When the mind is constantly disturbed with thoughts and emotions and karmic, the doshas. But by chanting this, the Shakti herself cleanses from within. There is no extraordinary effort is required, because that purity becomes natural when you surrender yourself to Mata Lalitambika. Then comes, the inner Shakti. Because of this inner purity, there is this, the Shakti Spandana, the vibration of Mata, which actually Saraswati will start dancing on the face, which means you will be gaining that brilliance, that intelligence. And when Saraswati dances in your face, Lakshmi will start dancing in your home, which is the stability of prosperity and auspiciousness, the flow of resources that is needed for your life without feeling anxious about it. And when you become like this, the world receives Jagat Mangala, which means the entire universe becomes auspicious through you. So with the 16th stanza as a sadhaka, you become the living temple of Mata. So this is the Phalashruti of the Mantra Matrika Pushpamala Stavam. Moving on to the last stanza, which is the 17th stanza. Iti girivara putri padarajiva bhusha bhuvanamamalayanti sukti saurabhya saraihi shivapada makaranda syandiniyam nibadha malayatu kavi bhringa matrika pushpamala. Which means, iti, thus, in this way, girivara putri padarajiva bhusha, which means as an ornament which adorns the lotus feet of the Girivara Sutta, Mata, Bhuvanam, the world, Amalayanti, which becomes purified, Sukti Saurabhya Sarai, with this fragrant, sacred utterance, Shiva Padamakaranda Syandini, which means from that flower of Mata Lalitambika, the nectar starts flowing, and Shiva Padamakaranda, which means a state of Shiva. Iyam, this Nibadha, which is composed, Madayatu, which means make it delight so deeply. Kavi Brindhat, the bees in the form of the seekers. Matrika Pushpamala, hence this garland of Matrika Pushpamala, the syllable garland is being offered. This garland, composed as an ornament for the lotus feet of Mata Lalitambika, purifies the world. From this flows the nectar to the state of Shiva, which means she is the Shiva Jnana Pradayini. Amba is the one who takes us towards Shiva Jnana, which is to realize the unlimited potential, the dissolution of that karmic imprints. The verse declares that liberation flows through the grace of Shiva. She is the one who grants the knowledge of Shiva, because without her, without Shakti, Shiva remains unreachable. Through her, Shiva becomes your own self. As a seeker, we dissolve into that nothingness. So that is the deeper meaning of this 17th stanza. So with this ends the deeper explanation, understanding deeper meaning of Mantra Matrika Pushpamala Stavam, which walks us through the path of Shakti. And if you're interested to go deeper into Shakti Awakening, I'm conducting a free online workshop, which is Power of Shakti Awakening with the Power of Lalita Sahasranam. If you're interested, I have given a WhatsApp group link below this video. Join the WhatsApp group where I'll be sharing the details of the upcoming workshop. If you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Guru Kataksham Ambalanagaram Paripurnam. Shri Matre Namaha.